What's up YouTube? Just a quick update. I have the power rack all hooked back up like I used to have it. I still have all of the Batrium Longmans and wires and stuff put back in, and now I'm just waiting on a new Watchman. I've at least had it hooked up to my refrigerator for the last couple of days, and we haven't had a lot of sun either. So right now I've pulled out 29 kilowatt hours out of it so far in the last couple of days, and the battery voltage is 52.53. And this ghetto thing right here is I just made a wire come out of my circuit breaker box. This is actually just a plug from some other device. I don't remember what it was. This one is hooked up directly to my refrigerator, so I can plug it directly into the power rack right now. And if the power rack needs to be recharged or it's dead, there's actually an outlet right up here that's out of view. I just plug it right into there. Yeah, that's pretty ghetto, but it works for right now. It's been like out of commission for like a month or longer, and it feels really good having it hooked back up. I know I only have my refrigerator on it, but it still feels good. This last weekend I did have a little bit of time to come down here and mess around, so that was the first thing I did. And then I really want to do that neural NAR video where he hooks up two UPSs in series to get the 240 volts. So a while back I got two really small UPSs which I was going to try this out on, but I pulled the top off and it has a different chip, so I haven't had any time to kind of compare the chip that was on his versus the chip that is on mine. So maybe if you guys have the time, you might be able to do a little bit of research if you want. But I'll show you the board that's in here right now, and these are APC 450s, so they're pretty tiny and they're probably pretty old, but yeah, they're free. So these look a little different than what he was using, but I thought they would kind of be the same. The batteries were already removed, of course, and the chip is right here. This is a analog to digital converter chip. I'll zoom into that too. So this is the chip that this UPS has, and the part number is ADC0848CNN. And the chip that was in Neural NAR's UPS was ADC0838CCWM. So like I said, I really wanted to do the practice run on these smaller UPSs just because, you know, just because they were free. And if I did let the magic smoke out, it would not matter. But if you guys want to do any of that research and tell me which pin goes to where, I'll do it. And I'll do it on camera, so if we let the magic smoke out, you'll see it. Alright, what else? What else do I have here? Ooh! Alright, this is probably one of the first ever partial videos of my hoard pile, but I do have all of these other UPSs over here. These two right here were one of these was the original one that I had in the power rack, and then I had a matching one which I was going to throw in there as well. But since I pulled these two out, since these are not the XL version, I believe that these two had the same chip as Neural NAR, so I could probably technically do it on these two, but I'm afraid if I do let the magic smoke out, these are toast. And since I've got two of these guys, I think they're only 450s. Yeah, 450s. I would rather let the smoke out of these if it happens. I would rather not of these two, but I guess if it comes down to it, I will do it to these two. This is the one that I'm going to be probably hooking up to the grid tie inverter whenever I can get around to doing that. But I want to say this one right here this one doesn't have a bunch of transformers in it, so this one might actually be a fairly decent ups unit. It might be more of that inverter type that somebody was telling me about. And this one right here is an HP. This one should be 2700 watts also. And this one is not very heavy. I haven't opened this one up yet either, but this one could be one of those inverter types as well. And then I have a 2100 watt, the black one there. I don't know if I'm going to be doing anything with that one. I may or may not. That one actually puts out, I think it's 208 volts. And the one on the end is a XL also. That's similar to the one that's in the power rack. So if I can get the whole series thing for 240 volts, I will probably do it to that one and the one that's in the power rack now, so I can have 240 volts. But if not, then that's fine too. So I have all of these that I can do stuff with. Alright, so I was gonna do this next tidbit on a video all by itself, but I just don't have the time right now, which sucks because I want to do videos. Alright, here goes. These are by request. I'm gonna be selling the Average Joe t-shirts. And on the back, it's got my favorite tagline. Alright, so the t-shirts are the Hanes Comfort Soft tagless t-shirts. I guess they would come in a variety of different sizes if you're large, medium, or small, or some guy said he wanted a raincoat size one, which could be taken a different way, right? Raincoat? So yeah, alright, so Junior Pizarro from the DIY Powerwall's Facebook page, he is the one that's actually making all of these for me. So a big shout out to you, Junior. Hopefully you guys have seen some of his stuff on there. He's building a Powerwall also. He's the one that actually made this first one. It was more or less just because I wanted an Average Joe t-shirt and he said he would make it. And then I got it and I wore it, and then I had a request for a couple. Not very many, just a couple. So if you want an Average Joe t-shirt, they're going to be $24 shipped in the United States. Technically they're only $21, but there's $3 shipping. And if you're overseas somewhere and you do want one, just send me an email and I'll get you a shipping quote. Now I can give you an example. I did send one of these t-shirts down to HB Powerwall in Australia and it cost me about $24, somewhere around there. Yeah, so it's pretty expensive. So I don't know if that's going to be the same price everywhere. Just send me an email and I'll try to get you a shipping quote. If you want to do the quote yourself to get a rough idea, I think an average Joe t-shirt, I was going to say just average t-shirt, weighs about 1 pound. Alright, so since I am still cheap, I don't have a website, but I did set up just a Gmail account and a PayPal account for these only. And basically, if you do want a t-shirt, just send me an email to averagejoestuff@gmail.com and tell me what you want, what size you want, or how many, or whatever. And to make it just a little bit more legit, or whatever, I'll send you a PayPal invoice. And then Junior will make it and ship it out to you. Now, this was not by request. Junior just sent it to me because he's awesome. Average Joe hoodies. So if you want a hoodie, same thing. It's got Average Joe on the front and my favorite tagline on the back. These guys are $38 and that is shipped in the United States. That might seem like a lot. I guess it could be, but it could not be. I've seen others sell for more and others sell for less. I figured I was kind of right in the middle. But you're not only supporting my channel, you're also supporting Junior because he kind of has a small t-shirt business on the side. And I guess technically you would be supporting the postal service as well. Alright, so here's the deal. I don't plan to make a whole bunch of money off of selling t-shirts or sweatshirts or anything like that. It was more or less just a request, and I figured, well, why not? We'll just kind of see where it goes. So if you guys do want a t-shirt or a hoodie, you will not only be supporting my channel, you'll also be supporting Junior, a fellow Powerwall builder, and the post office. And if you don't want to support the channel by buying a t-shirt or a hoodie, I have a whole bunch of other ways you could help support the channel. Let's see, I've got PayPal, I've got Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, if you are in the ultimate tier, the ultimate super duper awesomest supporter status, which is $25 a month, I will send you a free t-shirt no matter where you're at in the world. I'll probably lose money on that, but that's okay. So I have a whole bunch of other options at Patreon, and I have affiliate links down below which go to Amazon, Banggood, or eBay. So if you guys do your Christmas shopping, click on an affiliate link, because if you do that, you're technically supporting my channel because I get just a little tiny percentage of it. I don't get a lot, and I can't tell who bought what or who's who or anything like that, but it's a super easy way to help support my channel. Alright, so if you guys want a t-shirt, send me an email to averagejoestuff@gmail.com, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Is that right? It seems kind of high. Two really, it was more of a less. Are you done?